It felt nice to finally get back on the court with my teammates, and it was fun to play with new people.
I felt pretty good because I was able to play basketball again after 3 to 4 months.
Exciting, because I know I have a group of people who want to grow and develop just as much as I do. So it's all the reason for me to bring my best. And honestly, these girls keep me on my toes, so I'm really happy I'm with them. I love it.
I was really excited. I was really nervous because it would be my first game in like 5 months, but nevertheless, I was just super eager to see how I was going to do, how the team was going to do, and it just felt really great to be out there playing again.
I think that everything on the court was the same, but the biggest difference was just getting in and out of the gym and getting our temperature checked and wearing masks in smaller crowds.
Playing before, it was much simpler and easier and more fun basically, but after the pandemic, everything just got harder and it didn't feel like before.
I didn't realize how much of a privilege it was being able to play on that court because some of my old high school teammates had to make a choice whether to work with their parents or continue to play. But their parents really needed their help through the pandemic, which makes it difficult for them. And honestly, I'm just lucky that I got to be able to choose to play basketball.
I would say it was just getting into the gym in general. Usually my team and I would show up like 30 minutes before, start getting prepared, stretch a little bit, and then have like a 2 to 4 minute warm-up time period. But this time it was kind of just show up 10 minutes before our game, and then usually we are either 5 minutes early to actually get on the court, or just like we showed up and we would just have to play because our game time had already passed. And so it was kind of chaotic, but it was like fun still.
I felt safe with the protocols. I think we did everything we could to stay safe, like wearing masks and washing our hands and staying 6 feet apart when we got into the gym, and then everything was the same when we played.
In some cases I did, but with this facility that I played last tournament, we didn't really get our temperatures taken both days, because the first day I didn't get my temperature taken, and the second day I did, but I felt like they should have done both days and made sure that everyone that was entering the facility got their temperature taken, because you never know if someone was above 100.4.
Yeah, I do. I know they're very organized and they handle the situation really well, so I'm not worried at all. I feel completely safe.
I did feel safe most of the time. Sometimes I was like a little uneasy because they had just groups of people standing outside the gym as they were clearing the gym, which was kind of concerning. But other than that, it was nice and clean. They would hand out masks for people who didn't have masks, and they had temperature checks, so that was nice and cool.
I drove with my family, so I felt safe traveling, and we really only left the hotel when we needed to, so I felt safe there, and the hotel was really clean and they followed the guidelines, so it was really good.
I did feel safe traveling because I was just in the car the whole time, and at the hotel everyone had a mask, even though like there was casinos everywhere. But when we got to the room, everything was sanitized, and my family was prepared, so we actually sanitized again. We had Lysol sprayed everywhere, on the beds, the couches, the tables, the bathroom, like basically everything.
Yeah, I did. I felt that staying in the hotels and with the other players and coaches, that they made the right decision and that I trust them. And if they didn't want to be there, then that would just make me agree and not go. But obviously we all stayed and we got to play, so.
Yes, travel-wise, I felt safe because I just went with my parents and we took a car ride there. And then in the hotel, it also felt safe. There were a bunch of hand sanitizer machines kind of throughout the building, and signs just to remind us to wear your mask and stay socially distant. So I did feel safe.
I don't really have a number, but I know I could have done better, so I kind of wish we would have had a couple more games. but I think that the showcase really motivated me to work harder.
From a scale of 1 to 10, I would give myself a 6 because I didn't really play how I used to play before the pandemic, but I was able to get my groove back from playing before because I didn't really get to practice 24/7 because the gyms weren't really open. But yeah.
I would give myself probably a 7. The first game for me, it was dusting off my cobwebs, just getting back into the groove. But the second game, and the third and the fourth and the third, sorry. I feel I did very great with my rebounds and my outletting, and I feel I'm getting a lot better with my control and stuff being with this team. So I'm very happy.
I say like a 6.5 to 7 out of the overall 2 tournaments that we've played in so far. I wasn't as bad as I thought I was gonna do, but I wasn't like amazing. So yeah, I was like 6.5, 7.
For me, I felt really safe out there. I think that it was well organized and everyone was following the safety protocols, so I felt comfortable. But everyone should make their own decision. But hopefully this gets cleared up soon and everyone can be out there.
I would just trust and make sure that the facilities are safe than when they say they are safe. But if you don't want to risk yourself going out of your house to be healthy, I wouldn't do it because COVID is really bad and I don't want you to risk getting COVID because you never know who has been around someone who got COVID or someone who was near COVID. So I would just be pretty careful, but depending on the numbers too, if they're really high, I wouldn't do it, but you would just have to be very careful.
Like usual, everyone would say just go with what you're feeling. But I also recommend look at the people who are choosing to play during these times and ask how they feel and what they're doing to keep safe. It's always good to have more information than just what you know. So.
Just be aware about your personal surroundings. Carry an extra mask and some hand sanitizer if you can. And to really just know what environment you're about to go into so you can be kind of prepared beforehand just in case anything happens. So, yeah.